Donald Trump has weaponized the federal government against everyday Americans. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett didn't hold back when she exposed the alarming reality: militarized operations targeting civilians, rogue agents causing harm, and even threats of deportation for American citizens. Speaking out against the president or his allies could put you at risk. This is not speculation. Crockett laid it out in stark, undeniable terms. Congressional Republicans, she says, have abandoned their constitutional duties, trading accountability for loyalty to Trump.
Since January, Donald Trump has used the full power of the federal government to attack Americans in cities across the country.
Federal agencies, she warned, have become instruments of autocracy, allowing a president to ignore the law, defy court orders, and run what she calls the largest pay-for-play scheme in U.S. history. Judges appointed by Republicans have repeatedly described this administration as lawless, condemning efforts to bend constitutional rights to the president's will. Crockett directly addressed Trump's decades-long connection to Jeffrey Epstein.
This is the President of the United States standing beside his best friend, Jeffrey Epstein.
She highlighted how congressional Republicans protected both men instead of pursuing justice for Epstein's victims. The so-called Epstein list became a moving target, promised, then disappeared, then dismissed as a political hoax. And yet, the public knows Trump's name is in the files, while his administration hides the full context of his involvement. Ghislaine Maxwell, convicted of trafficking hundreds of women and girls, is reportedly receiving special treatment from Trump, with pardons or sentence reductions on the table.
He won't even rule out giving her a pardon or commuting her sentence.
Crockett made it clear: giving relief to convicted sex traffickers is the opposite of law and order. It is an assault on justice itself. Crockett then exposed financial corruption in the Trump administration. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem allegedly funneled millions of taxpayer dollars to a company that aided her political campaigns, benefiting close allies and family members. Corey Lewandowski, Noem's advisor, and her chief spokesperson, Tricia McLaughlin, are part of the network. This, Crockett says, is what corruption looks like.
And the company's CEO is married to Secretary Noem's chief spokesperson, Mrs. Tricia McLaughlin. This is what corruption looks like.
Public money lining private pockets. The border Zaire, Tom Homan, was accused of accepting $50,000 in bribes from an undercover FBI agent for awarding federal contracts to friends. And the Department of Justice allegedly shut down the investigation, while congressional Republicans said nothing. Ed Martin, described as an insurrectionist and Nazi sympathizer, reportedly functions as Trump's personal legal enforcer, weaponizing federal offices to attack political opponents while ignoring actual crimes. Crockett called this organized crime in government. Crockett didn't stop with corruption. She exposed failures in law enforcement funding. Republicans are proposing massive cuts to the FBI, ATF, and grants for hate crimes, juvenile justice, and community violence prevention programs. Public safety, she warns, is being undermined while politicians claim to champion law and order. Her speech was more than criticism. It was a challenge to Congress, the president, and the American people. She demanded accountability, pointing out that Republican inaction endangers communities and abandons victims of violent crime. Every allegation, every court citation, every fiery statement was meant to hold power accountable, to insist that justice, not loyalty or personal gain, guides government action. Crockett's address is a wake-up call. It calls on Americans to scrutinize those in power and demand accountability when the law is twisted for personal advantage. She spoke with authority and precision, refusing to let silence mask wrongdoing. The question now is whether her words will lead to action or simply echo in empty corridors. One thing is clear: Jasmine Crockett just raised the bar for congressional accountability. The nation is watching, and nothing short of truth and justice will suffice. Don't look away. You'll want to see what happens next.